In the bustling city of New York, two individuals lived parallel lives, their paths crossing in unexpected ways. Alexandra Lexi Thompson, a successful event planner in her late 20s, had it all: a thriving career, a tight-knit group of friends, and a string of failed relationships that left her skeptical about love. Her days were filled with the hum of the city as she navigated the intricate world of high society events. Across town, Julian Stiles, a free-spirited artist in his mid-20s, channeled his creativity into his work, often finding solace in the city's underground art scene. His nights were spent sipping whiskey at local bars, listening to live music, and dreaming of a life beyond the confines of his small studio apartment. Their lives intersected on a fateful evening when Lexi was hired to plan a charity gala for Julian's art exhibition. As she arrived at the venue, she spotted him standing by the bar, sipping a drink and looking every bit as charming as he did in his online profiles. Their eyes met, and for a moment, time stood still. "Julian Stiles?" Lexi asked, her voice barely above a whisper. He turned, a hint of surprise on his face, before flashing a disarming smile. The one and only. As they exchanged pleasantries, Lexi couldn't help but notice the way Julian's eyes crinkled at the corners when he smiled, or the way his hair curled slightly at the nape of his neck. She felt an inexplicable jolt, as if she'd been punched in the chest. Their initial meeting was a meet cute, with Lexi accidentally spilling her drink on Julian's jacket. Apologies turned into laughter, and before long they were lost in conversation, discussing everything from art to music to their shared love of old movies. As the night wore on, Lexi found herself drawn to Julian's carefree spirit, his passion for life, and his infectious enthusiasm. For the first time in years, she felt a spark of attraction that went beyond mere physical chemistry. Over the next few weeks, Lexi and Julian continued to cross paths at various events and gatherings. They discovered shared interests, from hiking to trying new restaurants, and their conversations grew more meaningful with each passing day. Lexi found herself looking forward to these encounters, feeling a sense of excitement she hadn't experienced in years. As they navigated the ups and downs of their budding relationship, Lexi and Julian faced challenges that tested their connection. Lexi's high-maintenance friends and family questioned her decision to date someone unconventional, while Julian struggled with self-doubt, fearing he wasn't good enough for Lexi. One fateful evening, as they strolled through Central Park, Julian revealed a deep-seated fear, his struggles with anxiety and depression. Lexi listened intently, offering words of comfort and reassurance that she'd never heard before. For the first time, she saw beyond Julian's charming facade to the vulnerable person beneath. As the days turned into weeks, their relationship continued to evolve. They faced setbacks, disagreements, and moments of uncertainty, but through it all, they found ways to communicate, to grow together, and to support each other. The turning point came when Lexi's event planning business hit a snag, threatening her livelihood. Julian stepped in, offering his artistic skills to help create a new marketing campaign for her company. As they worked side by side, their chemistry became undeniable. One evening, as they sat on the rooftop of Lexi's apartment building, watching the sunset over the Manhattan skyline, Julian turned to her with a look of raw emotion. "I don't want to lose you," he said, his voice trembling. "You're the first person who's ever truly seen me." Lexi's heart swelled with love and adoration. She reached out, taking Julian's hand in hers. "I'm not going anywhere," she whispered. In that moment, they both knew their relationship had reached a crossroads. They could continue down the path of uncertainty or take a chance on each other, embracing the unknown and the risks that came with it. As the stars began to twinkle above, Lexi leaned in, her lips brushing against Julian's. The kiss was soft, gentle, and full of promise. In that instant, they both knew their love story was only just beginning, a journey filled with laughter, tears, and the ultimate gamble, trusting each other with their hearts. Epilogue. A year later, Lexi and Julian stood side by side at their wedding, surrounded by friends, family, and the city they loved. As they exchanged vows, promising to love and cherish each other for the rest of their lives, the crowd erupted in cheers and applause. Their love story was one for the ages, a tale of two souls who took a chance on each other, embracing the unknown and finding happiness in the unlikeliest of places.